if I could suggest something, if you don't, if you have a mixed child just to fetishize their person, the other person that's mixed race, and you're not actually like passionate about that person's culture and or race, do not have kids with that person. Because your entire life, you are going to be responsible for raising a kid that is half of that culture and half of your culture. So it's going to be your responsibility in a way to maintain both so that that child knows where they fucking came from. The ways I see people have mixed kids and then them try to colonize their own fucking kids, like, no, you're more this, no, you're more this. They are literally both parents. I just don't understand it. Stop colonizing your children in any way, shape, or form. But especially if you're going to be having mixed race kids, allow them to explore their rainbow of being and allow them to learn themselves. I was kept a lot away from my Cuban ancestry and my Cuban lineage, and it has sucked so hard having to weave that through my own being and myself. And yes, I'm grateful for everything, but at the same time, if my parents got along better, I would have had a more wholesome background in weaving with all of my cultures. My whitewashing is not entirely my fault. And I do the best that I can to reverse it, but I cannot, you know, create a time machine fully and go back in time and make my parents get along so that I was a well-rounded, cultured being within all that I am and all that I carry through myself. Also, my mother is adopted. So, back to the main point. If you have mixed kids, it's your responsibility to maintain their understanding of well-roundedness within their cultures and their ethnicity so they always know who they are. There were things that I was going through in my life that I had no idea what was going on, and I really thought I was fucked up, and it just so happened to be things that were going on that happened in my family, that happened with people like me, and there was no one around that was like me, so I had no one to relate to it. So I really just thought, I was weird or crazy or, particular things because no one was around me to relate to me. And I was with my mom solely for that time. So it was her job to make sure that the culture did not get lost. And also to be mature enough to be able to deal with my father so that I was able to have a well-rounded, cultured, weaved background evenly 50-50, not just one. And I don't want to hear about people being like, oh, it's not our responsibility to do the other parent's job. That's your kid. You can at least give them books. You can show them music. You can show them cuisine. You can still keep them cultured. You do not have to colonize them all the way entirely because that child has other things running within their blood. So why not make the extra effort to make sure that that child knows who they are and knows where they came from? Just imagine not knowing yourself or not being able to know all of yourself or where you come from or like the favorite food of your grandpa or grandma or your uncle's favorite color because your parents want to colonize your existence.